Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do your reading for March of 2024. We're going to give you an overview of the month of March. Thank you so much for clicking here. If you are brand new and you've never been at Ten of Cups Tarot before, I appreciate you. I appreciate you giving it a shot. And please know that we are a bit of a community by now. So if you want to take a look through the comments, you'll see that we do communicate with each other. I like to be in the comments as well. Thank you so much for clicking here. I hope that you will stay. I hope that you will subscribe and decide to be part of this beautiful high-vibing tribe. It is Ten of Cups after all, right? We are the happiness, the apex of happiness we are. Most of us are. The ones that are communicating are in a pretty good mood anyway. And for those of you who are always here, my ride or dies, thank you so much for your thumbs up, for being in the comments, for all the ways that you love on me on this channel and helping me grow this channel. I really do appreciate you. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a different reading this time, Scorpio. Last time I did career, finance, and love. This time I'm going to give you a reading that's a little more diverse, going to give you a little bit more in-depth information. We're going to start with 9 cards, and then we're going to go back and clarify. First card that's coming out for you is your current self. What energy are you bringing into March? Where are you going to be at on the 1st of March? Tell me about the energies here for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We do have the 8 of Pentacles. So you're coming out of February having done a lot of work on yourself, going over the details of you, or putting some hard work into something here. And it feels like you know, this 8 of Pentacles pointing into the past, it tells me that you were working on yourself in February as well. Next card out is the overall theme for the month of March. Tell me about Scorpio. The overall theme for the month of March is strength. I like it. So knowing that you can wield the sword, but being strong enough to hold it back. Strength is also about being courageous enough to do that, about taking the parts of you as you see as the beast and holding it back, not letting the lion free. And so I feel like, so I feel like in the month of March, that's the overall theme, is strength and courage. Next card out is a key goal for you to pursue, Scorpio. A key goal for you to pursue in the month of March. Ah, the 7 of Swords. Now, maybe it's keeping things under the surface. It's not letting everybody know your business, not letting everybody know what's going on. It's keeping some things close to the chest, right? And not putting all of your eggs in one basket is what I want to say. And then we have an obstacle for you to overcome. An obstacle for you to overcome in the month of March. An obstacle for you to overcome is possibly you're not being as communicative with people as you should be, or possibly things have slowed down to a crawl. Maybe it's gotten slow where you are. Things aren't really moving forward. I want to say to overcome is that things might start to speed up. And being a fixed sign, you might not like that, but I feel like things are going to start to speed up, or that you will start exchanging energy with people. You'll start reaching out to friends, making plans. Like, this is communication as well as things just moving forward a little quicker than usual. And a major accomplishment in your month of March, a major accomplishment. Oh, love. So it looks like for some of you, you might be looking for love. And usually when you're not, Scorpio, so if you're like, I'm not looking for love, guess what? That's when it's going to come finding you. So yeah, as it is what it is, right? Let's take a look at the next card. What to avoid in the month of March. What to avoid is the Chariot, going too fast. Going way too fast. Maybe the distance you've created between yourself and other people. Next card out is what to embrace in the month of March. We do have the 10 of Swords. I think what you need to embrace is noticing your own patterns and cycles. It really is important in order to not continually repeat cycles. And we see people do it, you know, in relationships all the time. They get with that one, then it lasts a few years, it crashes, it burns. They get with that one, it lasts a few years, it crashes and burns. And those are cycles, because we tend to do the same cycles, or we have the same patterns that we do over and over again. And if you do the same thing you always did, you're always going to get what you always got, right? That's the truth of it. So I feel like you are noticing and embracing the fact that you do have patterns, that you do have cycles, and it's time to break some of those patterns and cycles, I feel. Where can you find support should you need it in March? Oh, I just threw a card over here. Where can you find support? You can find support in the Four of Cups. Look, I always say that the Four of Cups has its place, right? It's the place of redundancy, but only if you stay there too long. The Four of Cups is also a place of rest. It's a place of emotional rest. It's a place where you can be by yourself and think about things. If you stay there too long, it can become boring and redundant. But I mean, just, don't just pop a tent there. Don't buy a house there. That's all I'm saying. The advice for the month for Scorpio, please. We have the Tower. Okay, so I'm going to say with this particular Tower, as you can see, somebody there is just holding on for dear life. I'm going to say that your advice for the month is to stop holding things together that should be falling apart. This is a reason people kind of get stuck in cycles and patterns, is because they spend so much of their effort and their time trying to sidestep the Tower, trying to circumvent change, upheaval. Things that are supposed to fall apart have to fall apart for a reason, and that's because they need to fall back together in a different way. So we do have the Five of Wands. It feels like there is indecision. Maybe you're trying hard to make some decisions in this month, and let's find out what comes up with that. Let's clarify a little bit. Let's talk about Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. First card out, we do have your current self as the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like you were in this energy in February as well, because the Eight of Pentacles person is looking into the past. And I feel like you're still continuing to work on yourself or put the hard work in on something. This could also be the workplace. Take it as it resonates. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles for Scorpio in the month of March 2024. We do have the Nine of Pentacles. So you come out of the Eight of Pentacles looking pretty good. You've worked on yourself, maybe worked on your business, put the hard work in on something, and it's paying off. You look great. You smell great. You're attractive. You're attracting other people, but you're attracting pentacles over and over again. You may have opened a business, possibly, and if you have, I feel like it's about to take off in the month of March, because it shows you here with 9 pentacles having everything that you need in your pentacle world, except the additional pentacle that would make the 10 of pentacles, if that's what you want. But the 9 of pentacles is a place where you are solid. You are confident. Things are working in your favor. You're being blessed by the universe, but not just because you sat there, but because you really worked hard at it here. We have the Hierophant energy. And we have the Queen of Wands. So I do feel like the Hierophant energy is telling me that you are on a solid path. That you're on a solid path, and that you know that more is expected of you, Scorpio, than is expected of maybe some other people around you. I want to say with the 9 of Pentacles here, you've built something up from the ground with the 9 of Pentacles. You built it all yourself. This is a card of being single or doing it alone, working hard on your own. And then we do have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is telling me you've learned this lesson, that sometimes it's better to build it on your own, to become sturdy and solid and stable and dependable in your own right before you invite anyone else into your life. Because you deserve that, to give it to yourself, but you also deserve to know that you don't require the input of anyone else. No one has to bring you money, bring you food, bring you all the things that you need, because you're self-sufficient. The thing is with the Hierophant energy here is I feel that maybe you are looking for a commitment for some of you, not all of you, of course. And if this isn't part of your reading, then just disregard it. But for some of you, you may be looking for some new kind of passionate connection. You could know this person, but maybe not. It doesn't matter to me if you do or if you don't. But the Queen of Wands is someone who is also independent, also an entrepreneur, someone who runs after what they want. This person is living their life by fire. They're running after all the things that they want that make them feel excited and creative. And I feel like for some of you, you might be thinking about someone like, maybe this isn't your person, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, but maybe this is someone like this person. I feel like you are probably an entrepreneur or you have the spirit, of an entrepreneur. We do have Taurus energy here as well. And so I feel like the working on yourself in February is carrying over into March. And you're looking pretty good. Whatever's going on here, you're looking pretty good. The Queen of Wands could also be you in your independent individual energy, just going for it, going for whatever you want. And I want to say that the Hierophant still does here represent to me that you are in touch now with the higher self. You may have a spiritual you, and maybe you are more in touch with the spiritual you. I mean, we know that you're the psychic giant, right, in the zodiac, but not everybody who's a Scorpio is in touch with their psychic energy. We have the Strength card, and this is the overall theme for the month. The Strength card comes with the 10 of Cups, comes with the Magician, and the Nine of Cups. I think you're open to whatever may come, but I think that you are arming yourself with strength. I think you want to be strong. You want to be courageous. I think you're looking courageously at the Ten of Cups, having the apex of happiness. I feel like that's what you're manifesting, because we do have the Magician here. I feel like you know your worth. Like you come into this reading already knowing your worth, already having a standard, knowing what you want, knowing what I feel what you want in a commitment is someone who's exactly like you. And I feel like you're willing to give it a shot at the Ten of Cups. Now, whether or not you're in a relationship, you don't have to be in a relationship to be in the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is simply the apex of happiness. It's like the rainbow is here. If you've been going through a hard time, Scorpio, I feel like March is going to get a little bit easier for you. But I do feel it's because of this, because you are showing up with knowing your worth and being open to whatever the universe is about to throw at you, including wish fulfillment, right? Yeah, I feel like you're open and ready. Her arms are open, inviting you in. I think you're open and ready to invite in whatever the universe is going to give you, because the manifestation is there. I feel like whatever you want wants you, and all you need to do really is ask for it and then act as though you already have it. The next card, we have a key goal for you to pursue. And I think you're supposed to be keeping your plans close to the chest. If you're someone who has a business, or if you're someone who has a plan that you're about to unfold in March, maybe the business is unfolding in March, I think you're supposed to keep it close to the chest. That's what this person on the card is doing. And don't put all your eggs in one basket. But I'm going to say that I feel like the Seven of Swords is here for you to conceal something. And that means don't share your business with everybody. Don't share your business ideas. Don't give anybody details about your business. I feel like you're supposed to keep it close to the chest here. Yeah, it feels like you're planting some sort of a pentacle. This is also a gift that's being given to you by the universe. I feel like you're going to walk through this gate and you can see that there's a pot of gold there. And it feels like there is a gift coming in, or maybe that you have this pentacle that you are going to plant and you know that it's going to grow to the 9 again, but you're keeping it under wraps. We have the Two of Pentacles. It's keeping your life really busy. When people say, hey, Scorpio, come to my place for dinner tonight. And you're like, I really can't. I've got so much on my plate. It feels like you're either overscheduling yourself and juggling a lot of things, or things are really busy, but you're kind of keeping it under the surface, not really telling people why you're so busy. I want to say be careful not to get overburdened by this. Be careful not to be overburdened by the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is about, the Two Pentacles are the past and the future. Make sure you stay in the present moment. Try and keep your balance in the present moment, and don't overschedule yourself. Like the Ten of Wands can be that. Overscheduling and then, taking on too much and then feeling overburdened, right? I feel like with the Two of Pentacles and the Ace, which is 3, it feels like you might be doing some networking, I think, in the month of March. Networking, like collaborations and cooperations, maybe meeting people and networking that are in the same sort of kind of business you are, or maybe other entrepreneurs possibly, or other people who are working at a high level in whatever business they're doing, whether it's their own business or working in the business of another as like a president or a vice president. We do have the Eight of Wands here, and the Eight of Wands is the obstacle to overcome. I feel like you really need to broaden your spectrum of people that you have in your network, that it's time for you to get a little more social, and it's time for you to communicate more. Tell me about the Eight of Wands, please. Obstacle to overcome. We have the Five of Swords. And so maybe you do shy away from networking, maybe in bigger groups, because sometimes that can end up in egos, right? That sometimes it can end up in egoic conversations, which end up in conflict or disagreement. You don't want the battles. You don't want to deal with negative people. And sometimes maybe you pull yourself away from the group, alienate yourself, or maybe other people alienate you. You're not interested in the intricacies of how people are being jerks to each other. You're kind of no bullshit like that, right? You're just not into it. So maybe you've been holding yourself back from collaborating with people or communicating with people because you just don't want to deal with their drama. I get it. We do have the Wheel of Fortune here, but it is time for things to change. It feels like you do have to get out there. You have to get out there and talk to different people. It's time for things to move forward in a very fortunate way for you. What's changing, I think, is the Five of Swords. Maybe you're changing your mind about how you feel about networking with people or communicating with people. We do have the High Priestess. And so with the Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess, it makes me feel like you're going to be leveling up in your spiritual energy this month. I feel like there is going to be some sort of stretching or a leveling up or more clarity about your psychic energy. And like I said, a lot of people realize as Scorpios, no matter where it comes up in your chart, that you are quite psychic, but some people just don't recognize it because of their conditioning they have in religion from a child or whatever types of things. There's lots of people with idiosyncrasies, and it feels like maybe it's time for you to change your mind. Change your mind on how you think about things and stop fighting yourself, because I feel like some of you are a High Priestess, that, you might have Piscean energy. Even though you're a Scorpio, you might have some Piscean energy, but even if you don't, the High Priestess is someone who is a psychic or a tarot reader, a medium, something like that. And I feel like you're going to be very sensitive to that in the month of March. You might start feeling that around the middle of March when the Wheel of Fortune is here, these fortunate changes and fated moments and divine timing. And I feel like something's about to shift for you here. And you're about to have some clarity or gain some clarity about some sort of gift that you have. That's what it feels like. A major accomplishment here. We have the Two of Cups. Tell me about the Two of Cups. That is love, my friend. Tell me about the Two of Cups. It's also a choice, right? Maybe you're picking someone to be in your life. We do have the Seven of Wands. We have the Four of Wands. And we have the Seven of Swords. So I do feel that with the Two of Cups here, looking at this first, I feel like you have some really high boundaries. And really when people have boundaries, really tight boundaries, it just is because they have self-respect and they're tired of getting hurt. So when you do decide to pick your boundaries, they're for you, right? They're not for everybody else. It's not, your boundaries are not for everybody else. They are for you. It's a promise to the self that when they do A, I will always give B. I'll always be consistent in the way that I let or do not let people into my life. I feel like you're kind of standing your ground, that until you meet somebody who really excites you, this person's holding the Ace of Wands, until you meet somebody who really excites you, someone who makes you really reach for achievements. Until you find someone like that, I feel like you're okay to just hold onto your cup. We do have the Four of Wands though, so it feels like you do want to take something to the next level. Some of you could be in a relationship. You don't have to be. The Four of Wands is excitement and stability, and it is relationship, having a relationship with someone, everybody collecting under one roof. So it feels like you're open to it, I want to say, with the Nine of Cups here with the arms open. I feel like you are ready for this should it arrive, but you are keeping really tight boundaries, which I love. I love that because you are always going to maintain your self-respect that way. We do have the Seven of Swords, which is interesting because I feel like something that you can't see, something that's being concealed from you that has to do with the Four of Wands is probably just around the corner. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. There it is. So either you're the emperor or maybe there is an emperor in the distance. But it does feel like if you're not the one taking charge, that what you don't see or what's being concealed from you is there is someone who's very sturdy and stable, an authority on something, someone who maybe is the ruler of the empire. So maybe they are, like I said, the president or the vice president. Possibly they're someone who owns multiple businesses. But this person carries a lot of they carry a lot of things, right? The emperor is always making decisions, the one that's out front, the one that's always making the major decisions. So I feel that if you aren't the person who is stepping into the emperor energy, that in the Two of Cups that you may meet an emperor in the month of March. Tell me about the Chariot, please. This is what to avoid. Moving too quickly. Moving too quickly, making sure that you're in balanced energy. Feminine, masculine energy must be balanced in order to move forward in a very balanced way. You could be feeling like there is distance between you and someone else, possibly. We do have the Three of Swords. Yeah, possibly you're feeling emotional distance. This is the energy of Cancer, right? This is Cancerian energy is usually below the surface. Cancer's not real good at showing their feelings. It takes them a long time to trust. So the Three of Swords tells me that possibly you have had your heart broken. And so you're going slow. You're going really slow. You've got these high boundaries. You do want the Four of Wands. You're looking forward and arms open to getting into something new here. But I feel like your heart's heart's been broken, and you're being really careful, going over all the details, right? The King of Pentacles moves super slow. And with the Chariot moving super fast, I feel like you have the ability to do that, but I feel like it's like the King of Pentacles has the reins, because there is a snail here. I feel like the King of Pentacles has slowed everything down. So I feel like you're supposed to go slow in order not to be disappointed or get your heart broken. The King of Pentacles and the Chariot tells me that your money could be doing really well this month, that possibly things are off to the races, that things you're going to be charging at victory really easily, I think, almost without much fanfare. It feels like the King of Pentacles here has a plan, right? The King of Pentacles always has a plan, stable, sturdy, grounded, and dependable. This person is the master manifester, though. It's the person who has the Midas touch. So it feels like there is going to be some good money news or financial news or news in your 3D life about your work, job, career, your home, possibly your family, whatever's coming. I feel you're kind of off to the races with that it's sort of moving effortlessly. Tripping over my words today. And then we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, it looks like you're at the crossroads of your life, and it's time for you to pick a path. But it is a choice, but it's also a warning, right? It's like you can go after the desires of your heart, but just remember that fire burns out. So I feel like with the King of Pentacles at your back, you're not at too much of a risk of fire burning out, but it does mean that you should make some decisions that make you excited, that are creative, I think, but also very sturdy, solid, right? When it comes to money, I feel like you're going to be able to go out and adventure. Maybe some of you will travel in the month of March, possibly. And if you do, that makes sense with the Chariot here. And what should you embrace? The Ten of Swords. I think you need to learn to embrace endings, or the fact that there's going to be people out there who are just going to, not play cool, right? I feel like it's more a mental game for you. I want to say that this is more of a mental game, that what you should embrace is possibly the fact that you should be aware of your own cycles and patterns for sure. Make sure that you're not the one stuck in this pattern or this cycle where you're doing the same thing over and over again and getting the same result all the time. Make sure that you notice that maybe if you're the person who loves to fall in love with people who you see, because you being psychic, you can see the future, right? And whether you know it or not, you can. And so sometimes maybe you fall in love with people who you see the potential in because you see the future potential, but this person is a hot mess when you meet them, right? But you see their potential, and maybe that's your cycle. Maybe it's time to break that cycle so you can quit getting hurt or betrayed. We do have, it's a big decision for you to make. We have the Judgment card here, Virgo Pisces energy. It is a decision that you're going to make that is going to change the trajectory of your life. And I do believe that you're going to be breaking cycles, breaking rules in the month of March. We do have, we have the Death card here, and we do have the Six of Wands in the reverse. I think you're tired of people giving you attention, but then taking it away right away, the Ten of Swords. And I feel like with the Six of Wands in the reverse, it feels like you're kind of in the shadows. You don't really want the attention. You're trying to work on yourself, work on your own things. I want to say that this is something that is going to end soon. It is going to transform. And I think when we say transform, I think it does this. And when it's in the upright, it's all about conquering all of the demons that you had back there, coming from a hard place and getting the victory anyway, with people cheering you on. So I feel like there is going to be a transformation of the Six of Wands in the reverse, and it's because you've decided to make a really big decision. This is a huge decision to make, because you're never going to go back on that other path. You're going to lay that path to rest, right? There's always people laying down in coffins, and some of them are getting out, and it feels like you're going to lay some things to rest. You're going to leave them in the past, and you're going to resurrect other things that have worked for you. So I feel like you really do need to watch your patterns, and whichever ones don't serve you, like the Six of Wands in the reverse, it feels like you're supposed to bring that stuff to an end or allow it to transform itself. Where to find support in the month of March, if that's what you need. Where to find support? I feel like it's in being patient, in waiting. And if it does have to do with the Ace of Cups and the Six of Cups, that the Three of Wands tells me to be patient, to wait for what is coming to you. The Four of Cups can be, like I said, a place of redundancy, but it also is a place of rest. So if you're the one who is currently in emotional rest, rest, which means you're not dating anyone, you're not looking at dating, you're kind of by yourself, keeping to yourself, doing your own thing. I think I'm talking about you. And I think what you are waiting for is you are waiting for love to find you here. And I feel like you do want this new path of passion. You come in on the Ace of Cups, right? With this reading, I think that's what we came in on, was the Ace of Cups. Oh, no, it wasn't. Sorry, I thought it was Ace of Cups. It's the Eight of Pentacles. So we do have the Ace of Cups here along with the Three of Cups. I think you are waiting for love to find you. And I don't think you're waiting for it to pursue you, Scorpio, but I think that you're open to it, right? You're open to it. You could be the pursuer if you are the Emperor. Not everybody is. This comes with wisdom, right? Scorpio is part of the Emperor energy. It's part of the King's energy. And you could be the person who's already here. But for those of you who are not, be open to it. I feel like that if you are open to it, I feel like it will find you. We do have the Six of Cups, and so you're not looking for just any type of connection. You're looking for a deep soul connection. You're looking for someone who feels like home. If you don't know them already, you're looking for someone who it feels like you've known them forever. You need to be comfortable in their presence in order to be able to share your feelings with them. So for some of you, it could be that you're meeting someone from the past. It could be someone that you already have feelings for, or someone who is a soulmate that you already know, that you've known for years. Take it as it resonates. It'll be different for all of you. Tell me why the Tower is here. I feel like the advice here is to stop holding on to things that are trying to break down, because the Tower does come from mercy, and it's going to piss you off first. I'm not going to be sugarcoating it for you. It's going to piss you off first because it is change. It's upheaval, and you don't like to be caught off guard with change. Tell me about the Tower. What's changing here, please? We do have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so what's changing here is you're making definite decisions. You're no longer overwhelmed. You're no longer wearing the rosy colored glasses. You see everything for what it is. And I feel like that's after the Tower falls, that you are making some sort of emotional decision, one that you were kind of on the edge of making a decision about, but never really got around to. We do have the Queen of Cups. It might be to fall in love. It might be to find someone who is a deep soul connection for you. The Queen of Cups is your counterpart. You are the King of Cups, and this is the Queen of Cups, right? The Emperor, of course, is the King of Cups as well. And in a general reading, of course, the King of Cups is Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, but King of Cups is your energy. And we do have the Queen of Cups here. So again, it says to me that you're looking for a soulmate. You are only going to choose someone who is as deep, dives deep with you, someone who's willing to give you their cup and not hesitate about it. You're willing to dive deep with somebody, but it has to be someone who has your energy. I feel like the Tower is telling me that some of you are holding on to a relationship right now that's not working for you. And in order to be able to find the person who is your love, you need to stop holding shit together. Let it fall apart. If it's supposed to regroup and stay the way it is, it will. But if it's not supposed to, let it go by the wayside. Last card is the World card. I like it. So it does feel like you do want to accomplish this. This is an achievement for you. I feel like you are looking forward to finding a partner, but that's not the only thing that's going on here. I feel like you're doing a lot of business. I feel like you're going to be networking more. I feel like you're going to be diving deeper into your psychic connection with the universe, that you're going to be feeling things on a very high vibrational level with the World card here. Sorry, not the World card, but the Wheel of Fortune. That is telling me that you're changing your mind in the way that you look at your intuitive energy, that you realize it's not just intuition. Everybody has intuition, but not everybody's a psychic. And I feel like it's your psychic intuition that's going to be on high this month. It feels like somebody is going to go through some sort of an ascension process. And there's big decisions being made here, right? You've decided that you're going to break patterns, break cycles, that you no longer want to go through all of the same things that you went through in the past, that you're going to notice those cycles when they come to you, Scorpio. I feel like you will. We do have the Five of Pentacles. It feels like it's a warning to make sure that you really check out anybody who might come at you that's in negative energy, but also people that might be on a different vibration than you, people who don't know as much as you, people who aren't really students of the game, because I feel like you are. I feel like you're always leveling up, you're always learning more, you're very vibrational, you're very much looking over the details of people around you. And I feel like you are a student of the game and you need someone who is also. I feel like there's a realization that maybe you are in a negative mind space. And if that is you, and it's not everybody, but if I am connecting to you at this moment, saying if you are in a negative mind space, it's time to find a way to a way around that. It's time to get more information. It's time to study it. It's time to figure out how to get out of that negative mind space. You may have been there for a while. You might need to get out and be a little more social if you've been staying home by yourself. It's time to collaborate, network, and find people who are like-minded in the month of March. I'm going to go for now. Thank you, Scorpio, for being here and watching. I do appreciate you so much. I'll go for now, but I'll be back, y'all, because I'm always back. Bye-bye.